Hi, grade 5s. Today I'm going to show you a little bit about the water cycle in soil. So this soil I have collected from your very own kitchen garden at Bialik. And we can talk a little bit about what is in soil. So there's some solids in there. If you look at soil, solid materials like rocks, which are minerals. There's also items in there that were once living, like leaves or sticks, roots, and possibly man-made objects such as fertilizer balls, which I feel like there might be one. There's a fertilizer ball. Fertilizer balls, small pieces of plastics maybe like some litter that people have thrown on the ground and it's ended up in the soil. It's also got millions and millions of bacteria in it, which are tiny little single-celled organisms. Now, the main gases that are in soil are oxygen, carbon dioxide, and nitrogen, which are the same gases that are in the air. The gas that fills up most of the air is nitrogen. Most people think it's oxygen. It's actually nitrogen. There's more nitrogen in the air than any other gas. Okay, now the main liquid in soil is water. And I'm going to do a little experiment today to try and find out how much water is in this soil, which is again from the Bialik kitchen garden. So what I have, I've got my beaker, got some soil in the beaker. I've also got this hot plate, which I'll put there, and I'll turn on. And then I've got this, which is called a watch glass, which I'm going to sit on top. And we're just going to kind of see what happens. So this is heating up now. Soil's heating up. I've got to be careful not to touch it because that is very, very hot. I've got some tongs here if I need to lift anything or move anything. You don't want to be touching that with your hand because it gets a bit hot. Okay, so at the moment, the water in this soil is in liquid form. So it's like the same water that you would drink in a glass. It's not ice because it's not super cold, and it's not a gas. Well, all right. So it's been on the hot plate for about a few minutes now, and you can see, can you see these tiny bits of droplets forming all around? All those droplets and condensation. See this big droplet here on the bottom of the watch glass? That's all water that has come out. It's come out from the soil as a gas because it's heated up, and the liquid water in the soil has turned into steam, which is water as a gas. And that steam has risen up, and then it can't get out because there's a lid on it. So it's been stopped, and then it's turning back into liquid because the temperature of the glass is cooler than the temperature of the hot plate. So you can see that there's quite a bit of water forming on there. That's a pretty big droplet, and it keeps kind of dripping back and then turning into gas again, rising back up, hitting the watch glass, turning back into liquid, and coming back down again.